Okay, we are live. This is Driver coming at you. So, back at a little American Truck Sim here, doing multiplayer. Not running with anybody in the VTC, or at least not yet. Not even really sure who's on or not right now. But anyhow, let's go ahead and get our screen kicked over and give you a little audio for the game. Alright, so I haven't even looked for a load or anything like that. I'm currently in Phoenix. I don't know if I fixed my CB. I think I did earlier today, but
How y'all doing tonight, bro?
okay, that answered that. Anyhow, let's find us a load so we make a couple of dollars here. So let's see, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Yeah, why not? Haven't done oversized run in a little while. So I hope everybody's doing good. Nice little Friday evening here. Been real windy today, sadly, but other than that, it hasn't been too bad. Run on over. I ended up switching to my other headset. I didn't post last night's Twitch stream to YouTube. I usually break it up into multiple parts.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
But anyways, I was listening to the playback of it, and oh my God, I really have to apologize. The audio quality was horrible. I mean, you could hear me great,
Hola,
but unfortunately, you could not. You could hear all the keyboard clippings way more worse than it usually is. So I apologize for the audio of last night's stream for those that was here. So in the meantime, I went back to my other headset, my wireless headset up. So once the battery dies on it, I'll be switching to the other one. I'll have to switch my audios around. So hopefully we won't run into that tonight, but we'll see. Got a couple people in this place. Let's get up here and get our load picked out. Well, we already have it picked. We just gotta say, yes, I'm here. I'll go with it. I would have thought that Albuquerque would have been an easier ride than that. We'll look at the map. We'll get hooked up. Might change the route. So where in the Sam world is our trailer? It's over there. Bulldozer on this one here. Come on. Not sure why it does that on keyboard. I'm crooked. I want to take a look at which way we're going here. Because it almost looks like it'd be faster to go across 60. You know, different scenery, so to speak. Let's see. If we put it to here, where are we at here? 8 hours. Oh, it's actually 2 minutes shorter and about 70 miles shorter. So we're gonna go that way. Be a little bit of a scenic ride, but looks all good to me. So let's see if we figure out how to get out of this joint. Whoa. Well, that was a mistake. I've got to quit playing on this keyboard one of these days. Sadly, I glanced over toward chat when I did that, but that's not an excuse. Don't look like there's anybody online anyways to see that mistake, except for those on YouTube when they watch it. Alright, let's see if we can get out of this place. At least we didn't get no truck damage, or at least I don't think we did. Nope, no truck or trailer damage. Good deal. Kind of like bumping the curb. So I'm looking at adding some more games to my playlist of live streams. I'm enjoying playing this. I'm enjoying the multiplayer, but I don't want to bore everybody with the same old, same old. So I'm contemplating some other ones. I just bought and downloaded Mud Runner. I was watching. I've watched some streams on it and some YouTubes, but I can't remember who I was watching the stream that made it even more interesting. But anyhow, and I've seen some streams, or actually some videos of My Summer Car, and I'm still trying to learn that one. But don't know if I'm going to stream those two quite yet. I've been thinking about doing maybe Car Mechanic Simulator, or not quite sure yet. Not sure exactly what I want to stream, it's just some ideas. If anybody has any ideas, feel free to throw it in the chat, or if you're watching this on YouTube, throw it down in the comments, or you can DM me, either way. About the only downside of taking this load the way we're going, we're going to be doing a lot of speeds like this. Looked like there was some twist on that one road. This will help us discover some more roads here on our multiplayer profile. And hopefully see a little something different anyways. Hopefully you can't hear my keyboard clickings as bad as they were last night. I know this mic is way more responsive, it's a lot louder. I may have to back it down. I'll have to listen to an audio clip, because I'm also recording and streaming at the same time, so probably when I take a break or something, I'll take a look at it. So I'm planning on updating the music list here that we hear. Get us some better tunes. Tunes that are on here are terrible. Well, they're not terrible. They're good. But I've only got about 3.5 hours worth of streaming music that's copyright free, and there's, I don't know, here past several nights or past several streams that I've been streaming for 4 and 5 hours. So you end up hearing repeats, and I'm not big on repeats. So we're going to look into that as well. It's a nice little ride through here. like usual, when it's just me rolling by myself, we'll keep it close to the real speed limits. This is one strong hill. Don't look like a hill. We'll run about maybe 5 over. Maybe some areas will run 10 over, but we're not going to get too crazy. Ain't gonna bang around me anyways. I think that's it, Gilla. Not familiar with Gilla. This may be a road that I've never driven on in real life. Been to all states, but haven't been to all the roads. It's kind of hard to do. Nobody around. Go and just keep on rolling. This is the twisty road I was talking about. Heading for Sholo. Now, I know I've been to Sholo. I want to say I have. Maybe I have been on these roads. Who knows? Brakes. That was a little tighter than I planned for. Alright. And being in the VTC, we were going to still go for the real miles, so we're not going to be going over 75 today or tonight. Thought that it would have let me pick up my speed by now. Guess maybe after this last curve. There's one kind of stupid place to have a gas station. Right around these blind curves like this. Turn my cruise off. We gotta get some power going here. A little bitty old gas station. Definitely don't want to be pulling there with this load. Howdy Kodak, how's it going? Hey Baffles, how's it going, man? I'm doing good. How are you doing? Lost 100 cause... Oh man, yeah, you got them race miles, didn't you? Man, it happens. There's times I've hit 81, 82, just not even really paying attention. So, well, welcome to the stream, guys. We're taking a load to Albuquerque, New Mexico from Phoenix. Figured we'd take the scenic route through the canyon here. Kind of a pretty ride. Tight corners though, and slow speed limits. And Kodak, I hope I said your name correctly. Yeah, man, all it takes is a minute and it gives you race miles. Yeah, racking up the miles on Kodak. So you got to work tonight, Baffles? Got one more night? Well, I can speed up and quit watching chat, right? Go and get this thing going. Yeah, man, that does suck, man. I hate that for you, man, but what's going on right now, it is what it is. I made an appointment for tomorrow to get my screen replaced on my cell phone. I think I told you I dropped it and shattered it. And talked to the place that's going to do it, and they said, yeah, we need about a 3-hour window to get it done. And I was like, okay, well, 3 hours isn't horrible, you know, but it's about 30-45 minutes from the house. And there's a bunch of shopping places over there, so I thought, well, I'll go to Best Buy, maybe pick me up an Xbox controller, browse a little bit, maybe, you know, go to Guitar Center, you know, just kind of kill a little bit of time. But unfortunately, both of them stores are closed. I think they're curbside. They'll bring the stuff out to you, but I kind of like to look at it before I buy it, you know, kind of hold it in my hand maybe. So I don't know. And the other downside is they're going to be working on my phone, so I'm not going to have my phone while I'm out goofing off, so it's not like I can pull in their parking lot and call them and say, hey, I'm out here. Can you bring me a controller? Yeah, I'm trying to read your deal there. Oh, they quit playing for the night or ran off on you? Oh, we're in 7th place? Huh. I looked earlier today and I thought we were in 8th. But cool, yeah. Man, this is one hell of a pull. Yeah, I hear you, Baffles. Now we're all gonna have nothing but time. What in the world? Dogs must be playing with a toy outside my door. Man. Yeah, like I said, man, when that stuff happens, sometimes the best thing to do is just to hit F7 on your keyboard and just tow your truck to the nearest shop, and usually you can get away from them that way. Usually. And at worst case, man, I mean, the worst case scenario, you could just log out of multiplayer, exit, you know, save and exit your game, go into single player, go finish that run, and get somewhere else. By the time you do all that, man, they've forgotten all about you, and you could carry on from a whole nother city. Crap, I didn't realize I turned my cruise off. Me, man, yeah, I've got a Class A CDL. I have every endorsement except for passenger I never got, and I let my hazmat expire because I wasn't hauling any hazmat anyways. So kind of pointless to keep. I've been driving big trucks since 2003. And Baffles there, he's been driving as well. Can't remember for how long, but I know he's been driving a truck for a while. Yeah, 2010. That's right. I couldn't. I knew it was 2000 and something, but I just couldn't remember the last two digits. Well, let's see here. I haven't done the cattle, but and the end dump. I've never done end dump either. I've pulled some new ones, but I've never actually hauled anything in them. So I've done oversize as well. So I've done the flatbed, I've done the tanker, I've done bulk, I've done dry bulk. Didn't do the pneumatic bulk like the dry concrete and stuff like that, the crete mix. Didn't do any of it. Oversize, dry van. I pulled some refrigerated, and then now I do RVs. I haul RVs now for a living. Yeah, it's a neat experience getting out there and seeing the whole world, right? Or at least the U.S. On them trips that you've been on with your dad, you got any favorite places that you went? Whoa, I've never seen planes fly that close. Sorry, that kind of threw me off guard there for a minute. I hope that couldn't do any damage if it got close enough. But you got any favorite places that you've been to? Yeah, liquid tank I have done. Yeah, seeing everything while getting paid to do it. That's right. The only downside is that in a big truck that you can't get out and really get into those places. Like with hauling RVs, what was cool is I took a load from Indiana, which is where all the trailers are mostly built, out to went to like Idaho or something like that. I went way out there. And then we had a terminal in Oregon. There are a couple of places that plants that build RVs out there as well. So I went over to that yard and was helping out. And because I was helping out whatnot, they gave me a load going to Wyoming. And I believe it was going to Powell. And it happened to be just 2 hours from Yellowstone National Park. So once I got done delivering, I yanked all my DOT numbers off my truck and I went to the park. Went and checked it out. Spent the afternoon slash evening just driving around and taking pictures. Oh yeah, man, I love out west, man. It's a beautiful country out there. Utah, Colorado, California, and Arizona. California, okay, I like the sights and whatnot of California. It is a pretty state. I do not like their government and do not like their rules. And that DOT out there is about one of the worst. Not the worst, but one of them. Oil field. And hold on, I'm getting this curve before I wreck this thing. Frac tanks I did. Um, that was another interesting experience. So I picked them up new. There was a place here in Indiana that built them, and then a place out in Texas that built them. And I'd pull them brand new to. I did a lot of them out to like Pennsylvania, like out in the woods. You know, it's kind of funny when you call the guy up and say, "Yeah, I'm bringing you a new frac tank. What's your address?" And he's like, "There ain't an address. I'll meet you at the gas station." It's like, okay, well. Oh yeah, man. I've only in a big truck. I've only went to California twice. Both times I got tickets. I said that was it. It just wasn't worth it to me just to go out there and pay tickets. And both times it was $200 a hit. And back then I was just a company driver, so I didn't make a whole lot of money. I owned my own big truck for the last 3.5 years. I was actually selling it to a friend of mine before it caught on fire. But yeah, being stuck in Cali, I mean, it'd be one thing if you're stuck in California and actually able to see the sights, but most of the time you get stuck in places, whether it's California or not, you're never near anything that's cool that you can go see, even hop in a cab, take a taxi. But I really enjoyed seeing, Arizona and New Mexico when I first started driving over the road. That was in uh, probably '04 and '05. I don't know why I liked the wide open desert. And then after I started doing RVs, I went up in like Wyoming and Utah and whatnot, and I was like, oh my God, it's beautiful up here. What for a long time that Wyoming was one of those places that I wanted to live. I wanted to just pack my stuff and move. Let me pay attention to this railroad track. Looks smooth though. Oh yeah. Yeah, those are some wild directions, man. Yeah, I've had some weird directions like that too. You know, I remember one place that I went to, and they said, yeah, when you're coming down the road, just look for the burnt down McDonald's, and that's the street you turn by. I'm like, okay, well, I know where I'm not getting lunch at. Oh yeah, yeah, I like those states: Wyoming, Nebraska, Arizona, Alabama. I grew up in Florida, so I wasn't very far from Alabama. I grew up in North Florida. Oh, that's cool, Kodak. Yeah, pull them oversized banners off that escort car and you go hopping around a little bit. That's cool. That's one thing I miss is the oversized runs, man. It was a lot of fun. Couldn't be forced to do anything you didn't want to do, basically, to a point. Funny you say that there, Baffles. I lived in right outside of Orlando. I went to a private school. Um, let's see. Now I'm drawing a blank on the other town. Clearwater. It was near Clearwater. It was called Montverde, Montverde. Everybody called it Montverde. Whoa, I took that way too fast. I should be slowing down these towns. My little butt is not paying any attention, am I? But there was a private school that I went to over there. I went there for 1 year and then came back to where I'm from in Florida and then went back there another year. My dad worked overseas and there wasn't no high school over there where he was at, so I had to go to a private school somewhere. I gotta get over a lane. But yeah, that's cool, Kodak. Yeah, it's nice when you can go do stuff like that and actually see stuff. You can go take in the sights and the sounds, so to speak. One area that I wouldn't mind going over to is down there in southern Tennessee. You see the signs to see Rock City. I wouldn't mind that, and kind of checking that out. I haven't been to White Pigeon and Gatlinburg and all that yet either. So that's a few other places I wouldn't mind seeing. All right, we are on the big road now. We fancy. Yeah, from what I remember of Orlando, Orlando wasn't too bad. I don't remember much of it. I was probably 15 the first time I moved out there, so 15 to 16, and then came back when I was 17 to 18. It was my sophomore and senior years, high school. Oh yeah, man, Southern Tennessee is pretty cool. I've driven a lot of the back roads out there, cutting from like Huntsville to Chattanooga is a pretty cool ride. Yeah, there's still quite a few places I wouldn't mind going. I mean, I've been through Montana and seen a little bit of Montana, but I'd like to see more of it. Um, I've been out and through Washington and Oregon. So we make this turn here. Okay, yeah, out in Chattanooga. I know one person out there. I'm not really friends with the guy. I just know of him. I've talked to him multiple times. He lives out there near somewhere out there. Um, he was a cop out there. He got hurt in the line of duty, and they medically pulled him from the police force. He can't. It's like a digital record more or less. He can't go nowhere and be a cop anymore. But yeah, after driving, over the road and you know other companies, stuff like that, I've got friends in all kind of places. I got a friend over in Minnesota. Whoop, we're about to miss our turn. I'm not even paying attention. See, I got a friend out in Minnesota. Um, I live in Indiana right now, up here, this RV industry area, and so I've got several friends here, and then I got friends in Florida, Texas, Oklahoma. All right, where do y'all want this thing? Why don't I park it? Nah, I don't need the experience. I'm like level 201 now. We'll get enough experience off that run right there. Oh, I'm yeah, I am 201, almost 202. All right.